Irene, thank you so much for joining us here at IMpower. Great to see you.
Wonderful to see you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. BNY Mellon has conducted extensive research on asset management and particularly looking at alternative investment management as well. At a high level, could you tell me what did that research find?
Certainly. We're very focused on truly understanding the needs of our clients, and so we've conducted 2 surveys in the past year, one with traditional investment managers and the other with alternative investment managers. Our findings are that in the 200 traditional investment management firms that we spoke with, C-suite individuals, that one of their main concerns and beliefs in the transformation of their business is the need to digitize. Technology will drive their evolution and the need for them to become more efficient, deliver new products to the market, and to be able to scale.
What forces are driving that digitisation that you spoke about, and what does it look like? Because there's been some commentary about sort of overlay of digital product on what's already there isn't going to work. This has got to be, root and branch, hasn't it?
Absolutely. So if we think about the investment management industry and its evolution, it has come together through tremendous growth and investment in back office systems technology platforms has not kept pace because of the explosive change in our current industry, in the infrastructure that's necessary to support that business. And so we've had a lot of consolidation in the business, in the industry, and in many cases firms have not yet consolidated all of those multiple technology platforms. And if you think about the front office and what their needs are versus the back office and then the middle office, they're slightly different. And the goal here is that in order to create scale and efficiency, there needs to be a consistency, a transparency, and an ability to create a golden source of truth for all key stakeholders within a firm, where today that's not necessarily the case. And you've got a culmination of structured data, unstructured data, multiple platforms, different needs for the end stakeholders, and let's not forget about the end client being the investor, right? And today's investor is much more digitally savvy, is expecting that they're able to go online into their preferred platform and see near real-time data. And so all of the infrastructure within an asset management firm needs to be able to support that. So it's the evolution to that end state.
In your research, you must have seen firms that are sort of not even started on this journey, partway through the journey, doing really well, leading in that space. How are asset managers taking on this challenge now?
It's a very interesting observation because that is very true. We work with all the industry giants, industry leading firms, and it's true that we're seeing various stages of evolution along that path. And the ones that are adapting and adopting these technologies quicker are seeing quicker results. And the challenge for an investment management firm today is that they're running really fast in terms of developing new product capabilities and rationalizing their current capabilities. We're seeing tremendous growth in ETFs being used for active strategies as a wrapper for delivering strategies to the market. We're seeing a tremendous amount of interest in alternative products and the retailization of alternative products, which was previously primarily for institutional investors. And so retail investors want to participate in that growth and in the acceleration of delivery of revenue to their portfolios. And so if you take an alternatives firm, historically this has been a very manual ecosystem, if you will. And so the ability to deliver scale and more product in a more retail-like approach for an alternatives firm is a huge, huge challenge. So again, back to data, right? And the ability to digitize and automate what were previously very manual processes.
So some really interesting trends there. Is there anything else you're seeing on top of those as sort of bigger trends that are pushing perhaps that move towards the need for better access and use of data?
Absolutely. We're seeing a tremendous rise in separately managed account portfolios and direct indexing. So again, back to the investor, right, and serving the investor because they're the ones that keep the industry afloat. There is certainly a much greater awareness around ESG and the demand for socially conscious investments. And so the ability to do direct indexing, where you're taking an index but sort of customizing it for what the needs of that end investor are, is a growing trend, and one that requires tremendous data capabilities in order to be able to deliver it. And to deliver it at scale, which is what firms need to be doing. They need to be thinking about their scale in their growth.
So just finally, Irene, with all of what you've just spoken about in mind, what would your key piece of advice be for those you're talking to here this week at IMpower?
Key advice is focus on your core capabilities, what you're really strong at. Really focus on the investment process and delivering alpha to your clients. And as you go through this enormous transformation, while you're doing that, right, and you're keeping the ship afloat and actually accelerating it because you're truly transforming it, leverage best in class of what providers can offer. Because there are many providers out there, and we partner with a lot of fintech firms as well, because there's this debate around, do you build, do you buy, or do you partner, right? And depending on what the end objective is, you may find it necessary to do any one of those in combination, but really leverage the capabilities and the technologies that others are working on. And invest in the future, right? And work with a partner that's here to stay for the future and is really committed to the digital technology space in supporting investment management firms.
Look in lots of different places for expertise.
Absolutely.
Which is exactly what I've done, asking you to come to talk to me today, Irene. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you.
Nice to talk to you.
Thank you so much. Great to be here.